Unique, that's me. Unique, that's who I be. Let's get into this recipe. So y'all, I've been on Egg Foo Young real bad lately. Y'all know I have to whip it up at home. Let's get into it. First, I start out by just taking these raw shrimp, and I just got these raw shrimp just cut up into some nice small dices. Once I did that, it was time for me to just cut up some green onion. I got this green onion cut up. Once I cut up that green onion, I put it in a bowl, and I set that to the side, and I just boiled some hot water, and I got those diced up shrimp into the hot water to just let those shrimp blanch a little bit. And then once I got those shrimp out, I added in my bean sprouts. Once I added those bean sprouts in, let those blanch for a few minutes, I took those out, and I just got those bean sprouts into a cheesecloth, and I just squeezed all of the excess water off of the bean sprouts, and also did the same thing to the shrimp as well. And I added those shrimp and those bean sprouts to a bowl along with that green onion, and I also cracked about 6 eggs. Yes, 6 eggs. Now I know eggs is super expensive in the store right now, but leave me alone. Now I added some flour. Once I added that flour, I added some of my favorite, that nature seasoning. Y'all know. Once I added that nature seasoning, I added some roasted garlic seasoning, and I just gave everything a nice mix, let everything come together and combine. Now I let my grease get nice and hot, and with a ladle, I took a spoonful of the shrimp Egg Foo Young mixture, and I just dipped it down into the grease. Now you want to be very, very delicate and gentle because you want the shape of your Egg Foo Young to be perfect. Now once you let that cook for about 5 to 6 minutes on the first side, you want to flip them over and let it cook for about 5 to 6 minutes on the opposite side as well, y'all. When they get nice golden brown and crispy like this, you want to get those on a baking rack to let all of that excess grease drip off. Now to a skillet, you want to add some garlic paste. I just added a little bit of avocado oil, and I added some minced garlic in. I just get a nice little mix. Now I added some flour. Now I added some of this beef bouillon powder, y'all, because I did not have no better than beef bouillon. You gotta improvise. Now I just added that water to create my gravy. Now once that got nice and thick, I added some soy sauce. You want to add just a little bit of soy sauce, y'all. Y'all know soy sauce is super salty. Also added some of this Maggie's liquid seasoning. Now this is optional. You do not have to add this. I also added some oyster sauce. The oyster sauce is also optional. You don't have to add that either. But I just wanted a lot of extra flavor to my garlic gravy. Now it's time for me to plate up. I added that rice. Once I added that rice, it was time for me to add those 2 gorgeous Egg Foo Young patties. Now I just went on top with that garlic gravy, and this how it came out, y'all. When I say I'm too different in this kitchen, but y'all already knew that. If you want a bite, take a bite. Mwah!